It's 1028 live, man. This is bigger than live PD Nation. This is bigger than cops.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. This is Doc Skinner with 1028 Live. It is Thursday. What is today anyway? I think it's November still, right? November 21st, that's correct. And that's because it's a Thursday and it's showtime. And I had two amazing guests tonight. But we're going to pay the bills real quick and get that out of the way. I would like to say something about our sponsor. It's Psionics right here. If you don't know what this is, especially being the holiday season, you may want to check this out. This right here, go to psionics.com, SIONYX.com, and check out this product. This is called the Aurora Sport. There are three different versions, the Aurora Sport, and the Aurora Explorer. And this little bad boy, if you're wondering what it is the first ever full color night vision camera, and it can record on an SD card up to 32 gigs, up to 720, even from 5 frames to 60 frames per second. You can set it. This thing is beautiful. I don't promote anything unless I love it. I bought it first, and it is just awesome. It has the ability to take photos, video, time lapse, playback, as well as you have a Wi-Fi setting to your phone so you can watch the videos on there as well with your friends. This is awesome for security purposes. It's night watching. If you're into UFO watching, Bigfoot hunting, he ain't going to be able to hide from you because you'll see things in full color. The thing I love the most is when I'm stargazing, when you open both eyes, you see with your normal eye maybe 60 to maybe 100 stars, depending where you're at. With this, it's hundreds of thousands and constellations that you probably didn't know were above you at the time. The gases, I'm not scientifically know if this is factual, this is my guesstimate, but I think it's the gases and the light spectrums that it picks up that creates this beautiful Christmas light effect with all the stars and the planets that you couldn't see before. Well, there it is. So check them out right now, psionics.com. You can check out the actual video footage from these on the website. It's on their homepage and everything. The upgrade, the Aurora, is black with a gorgeous forest green, and it has digital GPS and compass. So you know where you're at, what you're pointing at. It records this data in case you need it for court or for any kind of proof of what sort. That's what you want to get. And if you want to get really hardcore, you can get the Explorer, which comes in a huge Pelican kit with a bunch of accessories, a mount, as well as an IR flashlight. What's an IR flashlight? It's an infrared flashlight, and it's not one that you just see a red beam like some. Those are around 870 something nanometers, whereas the Aurora, the infrared flashlight, goes up to 920 nanometers, which means you shine that light, no one can see it unless they're looking through one of these. So check it out. And when you go there, if you decide to get it, which is a great holiday gift right now for man or woman, I mean, it'll bring out the kid in you once you look through this thing. It's amazing. And it also shoots in the day and twilight, just, change the setting and it adapts. Now you would think 3,000, 1,500, something like that. No, $399. Go to the website. If you decide to get one, type in to the discount code DOC1028, DOC1028, and you'll get a discount. So there we go. All right, now I want to get on to my guests because I've been really, really excited and wanted to have them on for a while now. I would like to introduce to you a mother and daughter team. They're just amazing. I met them on set of Turnover, fell in love with these ladies. They've got a lot going for them right now, and they're just like a freight train of what they're doing. And I want to hear all about it. I want them to tell you all about it. And I don't want to be corny or anything, but ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the next Disney princess and the queen, uh, Isabella Blake Thomas and Elizabeth Blake Thomas. Hello, ladies.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Hi
Oh, yeah.
there.
I'm just giddy right now. I'm so excited to have you guys. So you are out and about on set working on a project right now today. And I'm
Yeah, and we can't tell you what project that is because
no.
it's out there. So that's all right.
You're just working. You're working. Yeah.
Oh, all right then. I don't mind sharing.
No. Oh, you can if you want. I'm laying it out there. So I'm just thank you for allowing me some time in between shoots. I mean, you got like a nice little break and you're taking it with me, so I appreciate that. And I have so much I want to talk to you about because you guys, both of you ladies, are doing so much. So let's start it. I don't want to say the total beginning, but how long have you both been in the business?
Well, I was a theatre director before I ended up in film and TV. So I've now been in the industry for a long time, bit theatre. So I started at 16, my theatre company. And then I've only been in this film and TV industry the last 3 years. You've done that longer than me.
Yeah, I've been in the film and TV industry since the age of 4. I fell in love with it from a young age due to the fact that you taught theatre. And everything kind of just dominoed, and I've been really fortunate to continue booking things and continue loving what I do.
Wow. So what was your very first role, Isabella?
Oh, my very first role was a TV show as a kids presenter in the UK for a show that was talking about recycling and looking after the planet. It was called The Green Balloon Club. And I was 4, kind of turning 5 when I started filming that. And it taught me a lot. I've been homeschooled my entire life. So that was a lot of my school actually for the first couple of years, was learning about the earth and the environment and stuff like that.
But I'll tell you about the first shot because obviously she'd never done anything. So we arrive on set and they get her all changed and they take her off from me. And I'm still able to be close by and watch. And I said, oh, cool, what are they going to do? Remember, she'd done nothing like this at all. She's nearly 5. And had said, oh, we're just going to record her doing this. I said, no, but she's never done this. What do you mean you're just going to record her? She's not going to know what to do. And I watched this little girl be sat by a flower, and they had the camera, and they said, right, just sing into the flower. And she did it. And I was like, okay, we're all good. She knows what she's doing. I don't know how she knew, but she just did it.
Instinct.
Well, it landed you some pretty good roles. I mean, you just started you on an amazing path. I have to say, I am a little jealous of some of your co-stars.
Are you going to say Doctor Who?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Yeah. But okay, well, actually, that was an amazing moment because, again, she was so little.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't think you'd ever seen Doctor Who.
No, not properly.
So she didn't know how cool this was.
No, I know.
Wow.
I wish now, going back, that I could re-meet some of that cast at the age I am and kind of be able to appreciate it a bit more, and be able to fully have seen their full array of work to understand how incredible they are.
Yeah,
exactly. But still looking back now, I think it's very cool that I got to work with these people. Like, I've gotten to work with some great people before their career started, and but
he's talking about he's a fan of Doctor Who. That's the biggest.
Yeah, and then Mr. Bean.
I do.
I mean, Johnny, come on. So, I'm just going to do a little bragging right now. For those that are watching, we'll just go over the films first. Just a few of them. Just a couple. Or do we want to we'll do TV. For those that don't know and haven't recognized because she's grown up, you were on a show called Once Upon a Time.
I was indeed.
Yes,
indeed. That was such an incredible experience.
Yeah. And then you were also Shameless. Some of these other ones. God, there's so many. I mean, Doctor Who.
Well, you know the one you like?
Yes, what?
You'd like The Smoke because Taron Egerton was in that one. Taron Egerton, so he did The Smoke with her. So she met him before he was who he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
before he became Elton John.
That's how I feel when I get to interview my friends. I just you're going to be so huge. I'm going to go. I knew her.
She might ignore me soon.
No.
Oh, I
no.
already am.
But you two are probably
Blocking you from social media.
no. You two are.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, it really puts a smile on my face when I see you guys together because you just it's what moms and daughters should be. And
Mhm.
so you've done that, and then of course the most recent one. Well, I'm sure you've done some more after that, but Turnover, which has gotten great awards and reviews. Just won another award last night, the Hollywood Music Awards. I forgot which song it was, but one of our songs won. So we're really excited about that. Let's see.
Do you know one of the other things
What?
she did, which was Hugh Bonneville in Mr. Stink? Because
Yeah.
that was before Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
Hugh Bonneville was like a huge star.
Yeah.
See, the list is like 10 feet long. I wish I had this.
I know. I have to kind of make sure I'm not crossing the line when someone asks me what I've done of being like vain, being like, well, let me just check my IMDb. But honestly, I cannot remember a lot of it. There's like, I've got the main things, but then there are things like, I forgot I did that. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
to actually check my resume if you want the full list.
That happened. I've only been in one horror movie, and it was only because I was working at Icon Studios in Dallas, and one of our talent didn't show, and they're like, "Where's the actor?" And I was like, "Got one coming," And I went. I got a Subway sandwich and a Gatorade for it, but didn't hear about it for 6 years, and then it shows up on Redbox.
No way.
And I completely forgot, but I got giddy. I was like, "Look! I'm in a horror movie."
That's amazing.
I had to be a jerk in the movie, but yeah. So it happens. You forget, and I've done a lot of videos. I forget sometimes interviews, depending. It's
I
there's
forget
just
what
so
I had
many.
for breakfast.
There you go. So you have all that, and then TV shows, movies. You've got a new thing coming up, which I don't know if you've made public or not. Something that's coming up that you might be working on, but well, let's let people look you up. How about that? How about we send them to your?
Everything that I'm allowed to share is on my social media. So if it's
Yes.
there, I'm allowed to share it.
All right. Okay. Well, IMDb as well.
Yeah, exactly. IMDb as well. IMDb and social media. Everything that can be known is on there.
Okay. Well, can you?
Yes.
Would you be
Our
allowed?
eyes are public.
Well, would you be allowed to do like a synopsis, a little like elevator pitch of what I could say Secret Society of Second Royals is about? Can you do a
Yeah,
synopsis?
absolutely. Yeah, 100%. It's on their Wikipedia page, so I know I'm allowed to say it.
Okay.
It's essentially about a group of young second-born royals. So a second-born royal is someone like Prince Harry, where they're not the first of the generation, but they're the second. And it's of them in a training program for second-born royals because we have special powers. And there is, of course, like any Disney movie, an antagonist, and it is about us fighting said force. Ooh, did I
You
sum
did,
that
I
up
like that.
correctly?
That
Now
was-
I'm giving away.
And there are crocodiles,
Oh, yes.
kangaroos,
UFOs.
llamas.
Bye.
Well done. They've got You are a pro. All right.
That's good. That's good.
That was. I'm glad we recorded that. I'll send it to you, and you can that'll be your line, your response.
Just play it. Just play it. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah. Now, so you're doing really well. You're doing directing, in theater. Correct? Is that what you're doing, directing?
I was indeed. I was directing
Okay.
theatre. That's right.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, well, maybe not all of a sudden, but there's a shift where you two come together.
It was.
And
Yeah, it was all of a sudden.
And what was that trigger that said, hey, let's come together and let's start a production company?
I would say there were three things.
Mhm.
One of them was when you were in a movie called Let Me Survive with Craig Fairbrass.
Yeah.
And Craig said to me, you know what Isabella was only 7 or 8. She says, you know what you should be doing? You should be looking for books and stories now that Isabella could play the lead in. And I remember that in my head. I didn't necessarily do anything with it, but I remember that. Another thing was when you were in Little Glory, and again, you were only 7. That was actually before Let Me Survive.
Yeah.
And there was a mother there with her son, really lovely, and her son was about to turn 18. And she said to me, I don't know what I'm really going to do now when Cameron turns 18. And I thought, oh, that's a forewarning, because I've only got 10 years left. You know, you were 7 at the time. And I thought to myself, I don't want to be in that position. And then the third thing was that someone said to me, you know, you could be making work for Isabella. But put all that together, and I came up with this thing of, okay, maybe I'll produce something for her. So we wrote a little short together. Yeah. I got someone else to direct it, didn't think anything of it, because I didn't even consider being a film director. And it was really great fun. But what came out of that was my partner at the time said to me, after we'd shot it, you should be a director. And I said to him, how do I do that? And he said, you just say you're a director. So I did. No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. And so that's why I was like, okay, well, I've got to do things for Isabella. Why wouldn't I be doing this? I've got the skills. She's got the skills. I've got free labor. Let's make her something cool. She costs a lot more now.
Yeah.
And I think as well, because we've had such a great relationship, and we both understood entertainment in some way or another, that the creating of the production company was just another way for us to continue working together.
Because we were doing it anyway.
Because we were doing it anyway, and we thought, why not put a name to this and really make the most out of it?
And what could that name be? I'm a mother, you're a daughter.
Aha! It's a very difficult process, as you can see.
Yeah, I was the same. I was just trying to put on events and help people with commercials. And I thought, you know, put a name on it. And now I'm building this little mini empire up here.
Yeah. Well, actually, empire is a really good word, because now we have Mother Daughter Publishing, Mother Daughter Music, and Mother Daughter Entertainment. So we're just, you know, taking over the world bit by bit.
Very good. I knew there's a reason why Okay, so Mother and Daughter Productions. How many films have you put out? I know of one specifically.
Well, that's how many have we put out and how many have we shot? Well, we will have, put it this way, in 14 months' time, a slate that we will have shot 12 feature films, maybe 13, which is unlucky for some, not for us. And the ones that will then be out should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7 by that stage. We've got 3 out at the moment. Wow. And then a couple that we've made were for other reasons. Like one was for a charity, so they had that. Actually, maybe we've got 5 out at the moment. And then obviously once we've shot them, they'll just take their time to get out. I mean, I actually worked very quickly. I shot. How many did I shoot? 7 features in 3 years. Yeah. Wow. I shot 4 in my first year. So so we've got a lot that we've got the next year. I mean, I'm beyond excited to shoot the next ones. They're so cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm very, very.
Well, especially the one that she's just written.
When we can release things, we can't.
Oh yeah, we can't tell you who's in it yet.
It's not official yet.
Well, no, we can say what it as when we shoot it in 3 weeks' time.
Yes, well, yes. Official in the fact that the trades have not released it.
Yes.
You guys are awesome. So, I don't even know where to go with.
Yeah, it's
all right.
like Holland Benedict Cumberbatch, how he always filters for Tom Holland.
Oh yeah, she filters
and then he's like, nope.
Yeah. It's true. Actually, we do that for each other, or generally it's me that makes the mistake. Yeah. So I get so excited. I just want to share everything.
So now, the film that I love it. Every parent needs to see it. That you just recently released was Unseen, and your company, your production company, isn't just the two of you. It's another mother and daughter, and I forgive me if I can't remember their names. That work with you, or can you tell me how that relationship, how you guys found each other and decided to come together?
Definitely. Well, actually, it was so they're Chandler and Taryn, and we met them. We've known them for a while, and I'm always interested in other mother-daughter synergies because we have such a unique relationship. I have to make sure that we find other mother-daughters that are similar. And we met them whilst we were in Canada this beginning of the year.
We met up with them while we were in Canada because we already knew them.
Yes, that's right. So we re-met up with them.
Yeah.
She was actually shooting her Disney film, and Isabella was doing hers, and we were in the same building. And again, as mothers do, we're chatting. We all went out together, and we all hit it off. Because I'd actually never met Taryn, but I knew Chandler. And so we were talking about working in this industry together, and Chandler said, well, actually, my mum's about to start becoming a producer. And I said, I am so looking for a female producer that this could work brilliantly, because I just want to direct and write, and she just wants to produce. And as an indie filmmaker, you have to have all hats on.
Yeah.
And so it was brilliant to be able to pass that baton over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baton. Okay, the other thing that I do, go on, you can say it.
She puts the emphasis in the wrong place in words. So, for example, the candy red vines? She walked up to me the other day and goes, red vines? No,
Baton.
Baton, not baton.
I just said a baton. There might be a baton in English.
Baton.
But in English it might be.
It's baton.
Baton. Yeah, sorry. She just laughs at me the whole time.
You're hysterical.
I said something else today.
I know you did. I don't even know. Oh, you said a chickpea.
A chickpea.
It's a chickpea.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should get the ones right. That's the next step. You usually get them not right at all. Now you get them right. It's just the emphasis is in the wrong place.
That's why I'm a creative.
A creative.
A creative. So going back to what were you talking about? Oh yeah, Chandler and Taryn.
I'm just gonna let it record. I'm just gonna sit here and just let you guys go.
Yeah, I know. We do this. But no, so they're amazing, wonderful, work with us. I've got a great assistant as well, PA. She's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 6 of us now in the team.
Yeah.
And they came on, so that's just after I'd shot Unseen. So that was the kind of last project that we did on our own as mother-daughter, and then we've now extended it. I might have to just lift my feet because I'm getting pins and needles.
Oh, my leg's falling asleep.
Yeah, sorry, there we go. Okay.
So now, being a filmmaker as well, it takes money to do what we do, or time. If there are other mothers and daughters out there that are watching this episode and they want to, look into more of what you're doing, and they may want to support one of your films, invest as a producer, executive producer, or something like that. What is the website so they can do some research and learn more about you?
Mother and Daughter Entertainment.
No, it's not.
Is it?
I was gave it to you. Motheranddaughtered.com.
You're right. Ignore me. Forget what I just said. It's motheranddaughtered.com.
Yeah, you made it.
I did.
And that's an ENT, not INT.
Exactly.
Not
international. It's the entertainment.
Yes. And actually you can and then we've got all our contacts on there anyway.
Yeah, everything.
And they can also message us on all social media. That's fine. I'm available on all platforms.
That's what her voicemail says.
Yeah.
That's
makes everybody laugh. I don't know why.
Because it's the first time you did it, you didn't know you were saying it, and you went on all platforms.
Very, very royal-like, right? All platforms.
Yeah, Paddington, St. Pancras. You're a star.
Yes. Now, okay, so we've got producers, we've got acting, we've got directing, and we also have writing, yes. And I just wrote my first script too, which I sent to you guys, because I would love to, as we're going to bring up the next topic, you sing. And you've got some music coming out. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, I currently have out right now a single and 2 EPs. I also have a dance remix coming out on Christmas Day, which just reminded me I need to do my social media for that. I forgot I put it out there, but I need to say that I'm putting it out there. Yeah, so a dance remix on the 25th of December, and I'm working on new music constantly, and hopefully in the next year be working on an album to be released.
And she also, it's great because I get all her songs in my film. So Unseen had 4 of her songs and they just fit perfectly. And it was really interesting to see people's reactions to them,
Yeah.
because a lot of people came out of the screenings and were like, wow, we love the music. And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
It was a massive compliment.
Yeah.
Because obviously music makes or breaks a film. So when someone says they like it, it's like, oh, thank
Well,
you.
and that's why I approached you about Fly, because I think it'd be awesome to have you be a part of it. I'd love to have you in it. It's got to talk to other big execs and stuff, see if it's okay. So,
yeah, we understand that, don't worry. We it's all about the money and the people funding it, and depending on how you're raising funding. I mean, I have been able to support us from self-funding our films. So we had investors, and now I don't let that stop me. I still invest and self-fund my own movies, and I have a co-pro with a couple of companies, which is brilliant. That really helps us. And they provide a lot of the equipment and the locations. In fact, we shot unseen with Mercury Pictures, and they gave us everything to do it. They were incredible. I brought my crew in, and we shot that over 3 days. And it was.
Where exactly was it? It looked like the Colorado Rockies, from what
I know, wasn't it? Wasn't it incredible? It's Palmdale.
Really?
California.
Wow. And they have snow there?
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were driving I thought you were driving right up the highway up along the Colorado coast, or the Colorado Rockies. Well done. So
yeah, no, I know.
God, I really want to talk about Unseen, but I rather can people go somewhere to see it? Where can they go? Or
it's available on YouTube. Yeah, it's YouTube, it's Amazon, and it is our website.
Yeah.
Oh, on Amazon.
Yeah, it's super easy to find as well via our website. If you go onto the page, and you can click on Unseen, and it takes you straight to a link to watch it.
Yeah. All right. So we just need everybody to go to your site first, and everything is right there. So Christmas Day is your single or EP.
Yes, Christmas Day. My remix for the song called "Trying" is being released. That was on my first EP, Stronger. I'm really excited. I worked with an incredible producer on that called Bonsai Caruso, and he is just phenomenal.
Grammy award winning.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He's an incredible producer. I'm lucky enough to have been able to work with him, and I'm very, very proud of this song. So I hope people
It's
like
really
it.
funky. It's really funky.
It's not funky.
It's not funky.
It's not funky.
It's not funky.
We're
Not
not in the
funky.
80s or
We're
the
not
70s.
in the 80s, no.
Where's George Clinton in the Parliament? P-Funk.
Yeah.
Exactly. Funk is like, funk is scrunchies.
We've got the funk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gotta have that funk. Ow. Sorry.
Exactly.
If I dance, she'll tell me not to.
Well, let's see. What else? So I wanted to talk about it, but I can't. I'd rather people go to your site and then go see it, because I don't want to say if it's the middle, the end of the whatever, but there's a moment where you're just like, oh my God. And but it's factual. It's stuff that's really going on. And what inspired you to write Unseen?
Well, actually, it came around because I was at Sundance, and I met somebody there who told me this true story. And I thought, well, first of all, I have to make this. But secondly, because of my daughter being of that age, where I didn't think there was an issue with, I don't know, I kind of thought it was 5 and 6-year-olds that got taken. You know, when you've got a little child and you're always saying to them, hold on to mummy's hand, stay close by me, you know, and you don't let them run around the supermarket. I thought, oh, she's got to this age, we're all good. You know, she can go out and that'll be fine. And then when I was told this story, I couldn't quite believe it. I was like, what, at 17, 18? And then I started to research, and I thought, wow, I have to do this because I have to do this for her.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I have to get this message out. I mean, what do you think about that?
No, exactly. I think it's such an important subject matter to talk about, especially with teens, especially with people my age, because like you said, it's something that you think about when you're a little kid, but as you get older, you forget that there are, especially now with social media, there are so many other ways that this can happen, and it's not just your typical I've got candy in the van situation. And I think what Unseen focuses on, which is the fame lure aspect of it, where there's posts through social media about modeling and filming and stuff like that, and that is what attracts people. And these traffickers, they look for certain keywords in social media, which is how they find these specific teens and how they target them. And I think it's a very important message, because especially with Unseen, that it talks about the social media aspect of it and how that really plays a part in the facilitation of it.
Yeah, it was a major moment.
Yeah, I noticed that, how you implement social media throughout the film in a different aspect, like in a reflection of the toaster or the mirror. It took me a minute to go,
right.
wait, they got a really cool device there to show them their messages. I figured it out. At first, no, because they've got those new Facebook screens that will show your messages.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh,
No,
they're
you're right. You're right. It could be. You're right. Like the toaster.
Yeah.
That tells you what you have. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I saw the toaster, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a real toaster. No, the social media, again, was another aspect, I suppose, because of being a mum with a child that doesn't need to be on social media. I mean, she's not excessive, but again, that was a rude awakening of, oh my God, this is how people do this. This is how they find these people.
Yeah, that's part of that.
It's the hashtag that I hadn't worked out. Hashtagging is the biggest thing. And I don't know why I hadn't worked it out. Like even the other day, I went on to hashtag something and it comes up showing you, 600,000 posts with this hashtag. I didn't connect that I could then go onto those hashtag posts to see that.
All they are.
Yeah. So this is what these traffickers are doing. They are hashtagging and searching, I'm lonely, I hate my mum and dad. And then they click on that and then they can see these vulnerable kids.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And then they also have these online games that, get the kids in, and then they have a chat, and yeah, it's very, very nefarious. And that's why 1028 Productions, once I start making some kind of good money, I want to invest a lot, or not invest, but donate a lot of it with Operation Underground Railroad. Do you know about their group? Yes, out of Utah. So
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Tim, gosh, what his last name, just his first name's Tim, but he started the organization. He was ex Homeland Security / he also did border security. And what had happened is a missionary from Utah was in South America, and they were taken, and the child was taken. So it was an American citizen. So they were allowed to go in there and go try to find him. But our U.S. government can't go in and just rescue anybody in another country. So they're kind of like this freestanding group that go in there and they'll purchase 1 or 2 of the kids, and then they go in and raid and save, 20, 30 kids at a time. All while every time he's doing this, he's searching for that first kid that he promised the dad, I will find your kid. And then when he told him years later, he's like, it's not, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And the dad was like, the fact that you're finding all these other kids in search of my son is worth the sacrifice of losing my child. You're saving all these other kids. So, there was a purpose for it, a sad purpose, but so I'm very passionate about all that. Anything I can do to support it.
And our mandate for Mother and Daughter Entertainment is making content that matters. Yes. So it is about starting a conversation with everything that we make. Even if it's a kids film, even if it's something that looks like it's fun, there's still going to be a message in it. There's still going to be a purpose for it. And that might be just getting the family to sit down together and not be on their devices and watching something. I mean, we've already written the film for next year to do with another subject matter that is going to, again, cause a conversation to be started. And I feel we kind of have responsibility as filmmakers to do that.
Yeah. It's all about planting that seed. It's not maybe just getting on that megahorn and blaring at everybody, because when you do that, people are turned off.
Yeah.
And that's why I came up here to get out of the biz. I was just like, I'm out. But then a situation happened with the news and on the night of Trump's election with a standoff and stuff. And then boom, everybody knew who I was again. And I thought, well, I'm going to do this with a purpose, not just to be, famous, be a superstar or anything like that. So everything I'm doing is towards that goal, and finding people and ladies like you who are on the same wavelength. I'm holding on to you girls.
But we feel the same.
Friends.
you know, if you're going to be famous in inverted commas, is that correct? Famous, yeah. Then it's a case of I always do that in the wrong place as well. No, I do.
Anytime I see this now, I hear you saying, "Oh, that's real old, Gramps."
Yeah.
or how do you say it?
But you need to. We're utilizing that, aren't we? It's not about just saying, "Oh, yay, great! I've got lots of fans who follow me." It's about saying, "Well, what can I do with the greater good?" And
With
that's
this
how we both
platform.
become ambassadors. I'm ambassador of child trafficking for awareness ties, and you're the ambassador of suicide awareness. And we're trying to do something and do some good out there. Otherwise, what's the point of this? You know?
Yeah, it seems like so many people in the past 20 years are just gliding through. No remorse. It's just like, yeah, whatever. You know, I'm just gonna live my life. You know, and I feel like people like us are dwindling, so we got to hold on to each other, and if we build each other up and we can rise together instead of us trying to claw our way to the top. And I want to work with you too on something soon. Okay. Just count me in somewhere. I want to help.
Okay.
I will
Will
promote.
do.
I will get it on all my other YouTuber friend shows. We'll get you interviews, whatever I can do to help. Okay.
Thank you. Well, we definitely want to get Unseen out as much as possible to everybody. So that is one thing at the moment. That is as many people as possible to watch that, share it, talk about it, pass that message on. You know, and we love going and chatting and talking to people. And if whether it's just me or just Isabella, it doesn't matter. That's really important for us.
Yeah.
And then the other thing would be, I suppose, you know, with our future projects, we love mentoring, so we love experiencing new people on our set. We have the same crew, but we also love sharing that and that opportunity. And on the next film, again, I've got somebody flying over from New York who just wants to shadow me. I love that. I love sharing what it is that we've learned and what we're working on. And then, you know, what it's like, indie filmmaker, it's always about the funding. So even though I self-fund, if somebody else then comes in, actually like they did with Unseen, I funded the project, but somebody came in and funded the week screening, the PR campaign, all those other elements as well, and they become producers on that. I like doing that and sharing that.
Yeah.
And if someone has a good idea, and we have a film that we like as well, I mean, we've just been given a great role for you actually that we're looking at, and you know, we'll we just like collaborating, don't we?
Oh yeah, everything we do is a collaboration of some sort, whether it's with cast, whether it's with production company, whether it's with distribution. It's a collaboration because we want to really involve as many people as we can, because like we say, it's about making content that matters, and then it's about the next part of that is in sharing that message.
Yeah, you can't do it on our own. We're good, not that good.
People think that, you know, we just make the movies and that's it. They don't understand, you know, all the marketing, the film festivals, distribution, you know, campaigns, going around to speaking engagements. If you're a sci-fi thing, going to the Comic-Cons, it's a lot of work and it costs money, airfare, travel, gas, hotels. Unless you got a you know, somebody, you know, what's the word, a benefactor, it's a struggle. So that's why a lot of people don't stick it out, but you guys did, and you're doing amazing work. And you're getting a nice little bonus with Disney on the side, you know? So
Yes, yeah, that's the icing on the cake.
yeah. And I'm sure that helps with you know, getting your message out. That's where I want to get, hopefully with Fly. This is my goal with Fly. It's a trilogy. It's to basically bring light to a new sport and bring new people in front of the camera. And there was another direction I was going with this, and I just went blank. What were you all saying before?
Don't worry.
What were you all saying before?
We were talking about being able to get our collaboration, getting our message out there. Oh no, oh yeah, you said something else. Oh, he did. He went somewhere else.
I see where you're at, thrown off.
Oh man. Yeah,
Anyway.
I know. Don't worry, that happens to me all the time.
I remember. Yeah, so so we're putting together a studio up here, and we want to incorporate it with the schools so that these students can get that opportunity. When I was on Turnover set, I was shadowing Martina Webster. She was a producer, and so and then it turned in I was working, and then boom, I'm on camera, and next thing you know, everybody's like, "Oh, it's that extra guy." You know, so things happen, and shadowing is good in teaching. And that's why I want to incorporate my studio with the college and high schools so that students can actually graduate with a resume and a demo reel and not serve coffee day one. And then help
It's
them.
all about the education.
Yeah. And so,
education starting at a young age, brilliant.
and hands-on is good. I got to go to Full Sail Center for the Recording Arts in Orlando when it was 2 years old, and there was 300 students. So our instructors had to work in that film industry or music industry or whatever they taught. And sometimes we had to go to work with them. So that got my foot in the door with Disney, got my foot in the door with the Universal Studios, Spielberg, and all these others. And now, nothing against Full Sail, but it's just it's grown so big. There's like 3 million students worldwide, a lot of online classes. I want to bring back that intimate educational platform where hands-on and do something really, really cool. And it helps out my community, because if we could bring, well, we're bringing Fly's going to be all filmed up here. And so that's going to provide jobs. My goal is 500 jobs in the next 5 years for people up here, because a lot of people have the skill sets but don't realize they can use it in the entertainment industry. So I'm trying to teach them.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Well, when Isabella's not acting on my sets, last time you were second.
Oh yeah, I was second. I've been first AD, scripty. Like, I love working experience.
Yeah, all of those things, and that makes you a better actress anyway.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Yes, it makes you a totally better actress, because you understand all the other aspects. You have those certain actors that think, "Oh, I'm just an actor." Yeah, their feet aren't on the ground as they're reaching for the stars, that's for sure. And by knowing everybody's job, you have more respect, and you have a better camaraderie on set with the cast and crew. I was always one of the guys on set that liked to be that bridge, because sometimes back in the day, it used to be, that's cast, that's crew, don't mix. And I was like, no, I'm going to go sit with them and have lunch. I think everybody should, because we're a team putting a production together.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just love the process. I love the people that are involved with it, the talented people, and the way that we can make a message through entertainment. Yeah, now I'm just babbling. I'm just babbling on.
But we're listening to you babble, because your babble's good. It's exactly right. We're all trying to do some good. We're all trying to work together. We're all trying to help each other, big each other up. And if we can do that in an environment, you live there and you can do that. I'm the same. I make sure that I make, in my community, things happen.
Yeah. It's just, I find it better to help others than just help myself. To me, it feels a little greedy. I do it, you have to, but I don't know. I find more joy helping other people reach their dreams and their goals.
Definitely, I agree. Well, also that's down to the finances as well. That's why we self-fund, so that then I can put my money into things. But we also, which you haven't mentioned, and I thought you might, we live on a boat.
I didn't want. That's yeah, you do. It's pretty cool. How long have you been living on it?
Well, we've been living on it now. We've had it for 2.5 years, but we've been living on it full time for 7 months. And but one of the big intentions, although we did just shoot something on it the other day, was to live a more frugal life in order for us to put the finances, you got it right, finances into our filmmaking. That's our bigger purpose. We enjoy that so much. I'd much prefer to do that and live this wonderful, it's the most enjoyable experience. I get so excited. The sea lions are coming, the dolphins are coming past. Yeah, it's just magic.
It's because you're investing in yourself, that in a way that's not, I got a cool car or I got a big house. It's, hey, I got something, I'm doing what I love, but I'm making a positive impact with it for others, or encouraging or inspiring or helping.
And I get you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, bro, am I squashing you? And I get to live on my boat with my daughter. And I have to say, behind us is Chai. My Maltese?
Uh-huh. Yeah, the little one?
Who's always been everywhere. Yeah, she's sitting right here now with her. But she's got a sweater on because it's so cold up here in Vancouver.
My dogs, I just bought them these two. I've never done this, but I bought 2 little jackets for my dogs because it snowed last night.
Yeah, you have to. It's cold.
Yeah, it is cold.
And they get cold feet.
Yeah,
I mean, I will take the blankets off Isabella to give to Chai. She's like, Mummy, I'm cold. No, I know, but Chai's very cold.
I'm like, she's got fur. She's made for that. I don't have fur.
So since we're talking about the houseboat, so are you a sailor, or is it just there to save money?
Oh, no.
Going back to Europe, or on vacation, or what?
No, it's never left its slip. No,
Yeah.
slip.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the right word. It's never left its slip. But that's because it has normal things on, like bookcases.
Yeah, it's very much designed to be a floating house, not a boat that is a house.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow, that's so cool.
It's fun. It is fun. Everyone's very jealous, and we're sitting there looking out at the ocean.
Yeah, all the pictures you post. Yeah, I'm like, oh, darn it.
It's very LA. We're British. We've come over here. I'm a director, you're an actress, and we live on a boat. It's pretty darn cool.
That is.
We're very grateful. We're always grateful.
Yeah, and you're very humble about it, and that's what I loved when I met you both. I mean, I didn't know what to think of you, Isabella, because I mean, you were always Pepper, and I remember the day you did your reveal on set where it was. I'm like, wait, who's this? So,
Yep.
yeah, but and then you taught me how to say, and I already forgot it. How to say my name in sign language. Is that something that you did for the movie, or is this something a secondary skill that you have?
Yeah, it's actually a secondary skill that I had before turnover, and it just happened to be that it worked out. I have a couple of great friends who are deaf, and so one of them, Sarah, she taught me ASL, and so it's such an incredible skill to have, because since then I've met so many incredible people in the entertainment industry who are deaf, and I've been able to sign with them, and it's so much fun to be able to communicate, because it is just another language.
Well, I want to learn more, because you and Jennifer Eagle, who was on set with us, the translator, both inspired me to incorporate into my films. I mean, it's just for a brief moment. We'll see more of them in part 2, because we're focusing on the main characters. But I brought in some deaf flyers in my movie, and then I got Jennifer as the teacher who's translating, and that was thanks to the both of you. So, yeah, I was really inspired.
Oh, that's good.
So, anyway, and we're going to do some more. I really, if your bosses right now would be interested in it, they can buy it, as long as you get to play the lead.
I love this. This is called definitely indie filmmaking. You are producing. You are trying to pitch a project.
It's called hustling.
This is so what you have to do. I totally get it. Totally get it.
Yeah.
In your little time machine there.
What about time machine?
I love the fact you're in your time machine.
Oh, yes. I just wish I'm waiting for my crew to come back from lunch. So,
yeah.
Well, I know you've got to get back.
So you can take off.
Yeah, I know you got to get back to the set. I'm really, really excited about it for you. I'm really proud of the both of you for everything that you've been doing, and your mission in life. I hope and pray that we will get to work together again on something really awesome. And I'm just giddy as a schoolboy right now. Both ladies have made my day today. So I'm so glad that.
Do you know what I should do?
What?
I should take your photo of you there. I'll take your photo, because we're in it, and then I'll social media it. There we go. I did it.
All right, there we go. Excellent. Well, hold on 1 second. I'm going to say my goodbyes, but thank you so much, and we'll chit chat here in a minute, okay? All right.
Thank you.
So this is Isabella Blake Thomas and Elizabeth Blake Thomas, and if you've seen Once Upon a Time, you recognize Isabella, and she's going to be on Disney Plus, Secondary Born Society Royals. Did I say that right in the right order? Secret Society of Second Born Royals. It's a tongue twister. So, all right. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of 1028 Live tonight with my very special guests. And please join me again on Tuesday night when we have the one and only, from Project Pegasus, the top secret DARPA project in the 70s and 80s, the one and only Andrew D. Bishago. We're going to be talking about his things that are his story, as well as his books that are going to be coming out. So come check that out. All right, folks, I'm out of here. This is Doc Skinner, and I'm going to say ciao, Bella. Later.